think parents were given to us to embarrass us. You ever notice that? Like my mom would introduce me like this. She would say, "This is my son and he's husky." Thanks, Mom. Like seriously, everywhere, he's husky, look at him. And to be fair, the only place we could get my jeans was Sears. Oh, I got some believers in here, right? Yeah, we go over to one little section right over in the corner. Giant letters on the back of the jeans. Husky. It's a Greek word. I don't know if you know this. I looked it up. It means pick me last. And they did, I'm telling you. And they weren't cool kid jeans. You know, they weren't like Guess or Jordache. They were so thick, they were like 4 pair of jeans melted together. And they made a sound when you walk. It's like this, like. Terrible for hide and go seek. Everybody's just like, listen for Hoss, he has husky jeans on. I think you can hear him sweat. I sweat a lot, I'm telling you. My mom has a lot of sayings, and maybe you can finish these. Like, you're getting on my last nerve, that's right. I always say, like, why didn't you tell me 3 nerves ago? I'd have slowed down. Right? And then got dessert. Sorry, just at my house, okay? Or she would say things like, go chase your dreams. I can't. I have asthma. And husky jeans. The friction alone. You know what I'm saying? She would say this to me sometimes. She would say, go to your room until you learn how to act. I'd be like, okay. Come out a few minutes later. Hark, what light through yonder window breaks. It's the east and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair son, and kill the envious moon. Shakespeare, thank you. Romeo sounded like Sean Connery there for a minute. I see you. You know, or my favorite, she would say, you can't go swim until 30 minutes after you eat. I never learned to swim. I hope to this summer, though. It'd be great. Man, my dad had sayings, too. And his all rhymed. Like, it's time to go to school. I have 3 brothers, you know, and he lines us all up first day of school, and he says, if you don't get whooped trying to whoop the guy that whooped your brother, you're going to get whooped when you get home. Thanks, Dr. Seuss. Here's the only thing I know about that rhyme. At some point in today, I'm going to get whooped. He would also say this one. Maybe you can finish this. You go to your room, I'll be there in a jiffy. He never said jiffy. Man, I wish my dad would have said that. He'd be like, you go to your room and I'll be there in a jiffy. I was like, great, Dad, I'll get the Scrabble game out. It's going to be awesome. It's like, you go to your room, I'll be there in a minute. Okay. Somebody said second, but my dad wasn't that quick, okay? Or you say things like, if you don't stop crying, I'll give you away. I guess giving you away is something to cry about. Different dads, I guess. I get it. I used to get in trouble all the time, though. My dad's a minister, and you know, I'd find the idea box at the church, the lost and found. And I'd be lost in my own little world. I'd find that little metal flashlight from the 60s. And I'd all of a sudden be in Star Wars world. Which incidentally I make now with my CPAP. That same sound. me across the room at church. And if you're a parent, you've learned this trick. Yell at your kids without saying a single word. Have you done this? Yeah, my dad would be like this. And I'd run over there and he'd be like, did you not hear me? No. Then he'd say something silly like, don't make me count to 3. And then I say, why, because you can't get there? And that's when he became a ventriloquist. Before, no noise came out. Now, noise, no mouth movement. He'd get angry. He's like, I told you to get over here. Look at me. Look at me, son. Look at me. Don't run from me because I can hear you in those husky jeans. It's my dad. Oh, he also said, if I don't know who did it, you're all gonna get it. Anybody else's dad like that? Man, and like, when it was time to get in trouble, my brother always did it, and I got it first because I was the slow one. Like on the basketball court, you can go to the right, bad knee, score all day. But when it was time to go to Spanky Town, I was like, oh, don't take me to Spanky Town. You know? My dad was like, Mr. Fantastic. His arm comes across the room. And I look down, I'm like, run for your lives, I'm caught in the tractor beam. And in one move, my dad could pull me across the room, turn me around, bend me over, pull out his belt that would magically fold in half right before he destroyed me. And you heard every belt loop on the way out. It's like, he was husky too, you know what I'm saying? Our mom would spank us, but it's the weirdest thing. She could conjure up my dad's belt out of thin air. She would just look at you and reach behind her back. I can just imagine my dad's at the church office and he goes, where'd my belt go? I guess one of them did it. I hope they all get it. Yeah. Man, I love sports, but I wasn't any good at sports growing up. I loved baseball. It was one of my favorites. Everybody's looking at me like, didn't you mean football? No. So I love baseball, but I wasn't really good. And I remember one year they changed the districts in our town. So I got to be on 2 different teams, on the bench on both of them. I remember asking the coach when we were up, can I get in, coach? And he's like, have a seat. Then I saw my dad jump to his feet, face turned red. And he's like, good eye, coach, good eye. That's not how we use that, Dad. But then we moved to Pennsylvania, and I heard that wrestling was huge in Pennsylvania. And since I was huge in Pennsylvania, I thought that would be a great combination. And so here's the problem, though. A couple of problems with wrestling. The first problem is at a wrestling meet, they weigh you in your underwear in front of everyone. Exactly. Then they take a Sharpie and write your weight on your arm. I was 10 years old and I weighed 110 pounds. And that's exactly how super silent. But they take that Sharpie and they'd be like, one, husky. And the final problem is they would hand me a 1920s swimsuit to wear. They call it a singlet. Do you know what a kid who weighs 110 pounds, who's 10 years old, looks like in a singlet? Here's the visual. Go to your refrigerator, grab a can of biscuits, pull back the paper, husky. You know what I'm saying?